Why is it so hard to get started sometimes? I mean, I'm sure you know the feeling. You got a plan, you got the goal, you got the enthusiasm, but somehow you just can't seem to get going. And I don't know if you are like I was, where you think and think, and before you know it, you're stuck. That's what we call decision fatigue, or some people may refer to it as analysis paralysis. And the thing is, you're overthinking your plan of action, and it's really holding you back because this is the way I was. I was wondering, I want the most bang for my buck. I don't want to put in the time and the effort and not see results. Can you relate to that? Well, let's be real. It's easy to fall into this trap, especially if you're aiming for fitness goals. And here's the good news. There are ways to break free from it. And it really starts with something super simple, something that you probably considered but maybe didn't realize. It's becoming aware of it. It's really knowing when you're in that mode. See, the thing for many people is they aren't even aware of it. They justify things, and they're in that analysis paralysis, overthinking, but they'll categorize it as, hey, I'm just figuring things out. I'm just waiting for the right time. I just need to have these things fall into place. I just need this equipment to get ordered. I just need to find the right gym. I'm almost there. I'm just about ready there. And they never get started. I hope that's not you, but it was me over and over and over again. That's what prompted this podcast. As of this recording, beginning of the year, a lot of times people are like, I'm really going for it. I'm going to do it. Yet really haven't stepped forward to take any action. And when I say action, I mean more than signing up for the gym, signing up for the class, buying the shoes, buying the equipment, getting the streaming service, whatever it is. That's the getting ready to get ready stage. It's really easy to get bogged down into the details. And what worked for me was I began to simplify, and I began to focus on the bigger picture. A lot of us, we don't even focus on the bigger picture. We're like, gosh, I just want to lose some weight and feel great this summer, or feel great for the trip, or look good at the wedding, or look awesome at the reunion, whatever it is. And that's where I was. And then I started to go, wow, I need to think bigger. I need to look long scale. Not that I'm going to take action down the line and not and wait. I just have to have a vision of what the actions I'm doing now is taking me to a greater idea and a bigger vision than just the temporary 60, 90, even 6-month deal. A lifelong thing. So I do want to welcome you to another Power Blast podcast where we provide nourishment for the soul, allowing you to transform from the inside out, providing rapid results in mindset. Ooh, do we work on the mindset and fitness so that you can recharge that mental and physical battery of yours and reclaim your power. And when you're ready, and we could talk about just getting you started on your fitness journey and sidestepping the overthinking thing and take the simple steps forward toward your goals, hop over to the website called talktoperry.com. Super easy to remember. I even typed it in the lower third there. Talktoperry.com. We'll talk about your goals. I'll help you set yourself in the right direction, or the direction that's going to get you the best results. Okay? So when you find yourself in the over analyzing stage, so you got to become aware of it. So hopefully I've said, become aware, and you're like, oh yeah, I am in that. It's the times when you're just going to get started, but you really haven't taken any action, and it keeps getting delayed over and over and over again. You've just gotten really good at procrastinating. You won't call it that. You'll call it something else. You'll justify it in some sort of way, but you've just gotten really good at procrastinating or giving up or quitting. That was Perry, 20 years ago. But looking at things like, why are you wanting this goal? What's driving you? What are you setting this in the first place? For me, it was like, I just want to lose this beer gut. But I had to really dig deep beyond that, because I wanted to lose that beer gut for like 10, 15 years. And so that was not going to get me started. But I started to really dig deep and realize that the roadmap that many of my unhealthy friends, unhealthy family members, and I could see that blueprint, and They'd already told me, here's what to expect when you get into your 30s. It'll happen to you. You'll be out of shape. Your joints will ache. This is the sign of old age. This is the way life is going to be. I started to dig deep and I'm like, is that really the case? Does it have to be? I see the blueprint. If I keep following, doing what I'm doing, I know what to expect. And people can report back to me and tell me what to expect, or I can choose a different path. And so I need to look beyond the 30, 60, 90-day things. Now, I do set 30-day goals all the time, but it's always to a bigger vision, a lifelong thing of who I want to be. And when I say, oh, I want to be like this someday, I start being that now, thinking like that, shopping like that, taking action and stepping into the gym. And you start to transform of who you are. Nowadays, for me to I kind of run into a little panic mode if I'm not in the gym by 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's just who I am now. That's my standard now. Before, the standard was I would just sit there on social media, scrolling stuff, researching things, wanting and having the desire to do something, but I never made a committed decision to do it. So, and the big thing is the committed decision, because if you tell yourself, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm all in, and you don't take action right away, that means you haven't made a decision. You're just kind of just pretending, So that was the thing. I just simplified my approach. And so here's some things. Hopefully you'll stay with us for these just ways that I simplified it. And when other people shared with me how to simplify things, I started to catch myself when I started to go, oh, that's too simple. That won't work. I needed to be open to it and just test things out. I would always test things out in 30-day batches, commit to it, and be like, wow. And then I can improve on it, because it's more important to develop the habits right away than it is to get the results, because those results will happen. So first thing was, I wanted a simple fitness plan, pushing and pulling exercises. And I wasn't going to sign up for a gym, because I realized once I signed up for a gym, sometimes I would avoid it, or it was an inconvenience, or I'd be mad every time I saw the ding against my credit card. Nope. I got something that I could play off my TV. The trainer would just tell me what to do, took all the guesswork out, pushing and pulling exercises. Started shopping differently. Went through, did a kitchen audit, got rid of all the stuff that didn't serve me toward my goals. Even battled my mindset saying, ooh, you paid good money for that. Nope, got rid of it. Started replacing it with healthier things. Started using Google, saying healthier version of pizza, healthier version of my favorite burgers, healthier version of, and I would just, why am I playing? It's like I'm playing a piano. But I would search for those things. Started making them, experimenting. All of a sudden, I'm like, wow, I'm feeling great. I'm getting more energy. Drinking lots more water, being very, very intentional about it, pounding that stuff, drinking like 16 ounces, like 15, 20 minutes before meals. Game changer for me, swapping out the sugary things. Questioning myself when I'm like, oh, I need my coffee. I need this stuff. I started to really challenge those stories. And so when I catch those things, I would start to be like, is that really true? And my old self would be like, yeah, of course it's really true. But my new self version that I'm being was like, no, we don't even think of that now. Are you kidding me? So it's a journey. It's not the destination. And that's a lot of people. It's a destination. I'm on this thing until I'm off this thing. When am I going to be done with my 30-day eating plan? When am I going to be done with this diet? When am I going to be done with it? And with that mindset, we really don't follow through and make big changes in our life. We just start something and we get really good at starting until we stop, until we quit, okay? And we become master quitters. I want to help you with that. It's decision fatigue. Decisions are made in an instant. That's when you can have your breakthrough, okay? So that's why I tell people to have a breakthrough, jump on a call with me, talktoperry.com. Let's discuss your goals and find just an effective, simple way to jumpstart your fitness journey. I'm here to help you focus, get energized, and really make the most of your journey here. So overcoming decision fatigue and this analysis paralysis that sometimes, and this probably happened in other things in your life, not just health and fitness stuff, but as you approach and you start really staying connected to that why, looking at that long-term vision, and breaking things into more chunk-sized goals. Like I have my year goal, but I always look at it and go, okay, what am I creating? What am I doing for the next 30 days? And then I create a commitment plan every week and what I'm going to show up every day. Because that's the deal. You can just do today. And I'm not worried about what the end of the month will be like or anything like that. If I just do today and I repeat that every day, the rest will repeat itself. And then I can adjust each month on my journey to the bigger goal. So just remember, you're capable of way more than you think. So let's make this year your year of action, your year of achievement in fitness. Maybe those are your words for the year: action, achievement. I don't know. People say one word. I don't know. It's whatever it is for you. Just know that you can choose to use your power and take control, or you can let decision fatigue, analysis paralysis, overanalyzing, overthinking, waiting for the right time, checking out other people, letting the justifications and rationalizations, all that stuff control you and drain your power. It really boils down to deciding and committing to yourself and your goals, and then taking action on them and choosing to figure out new ways, looking at possibilities, learning and growing, and keep moving forward. You've got this, my friend. I'd love to hear your top takeaway from today. Drop those down in the comments. I promise I will respond. You absolutely rock, my friend. And as always, remember, it's never too late. I usually do the left hand. It's never too late, but it is never too late. We'll see you next week. That's another Power Blast podcast in the books. Thanks so much for tuning in. And remember, when you are ready to recharge your battery, make sure you go to talktoperry.com. That's talktoperry.com. That's Perry. And I want to listen. I want to hear, what's going on. I want to help you in that 15-minute call to recharge your battery and reclaim your power so that you're off and running and creating massive momentum toward your dream. Also, every day, I am delivering more motivation, support, tips, and strategies inside my free community with amazing people like yourself. And we are conquering the mindset and the fitness. I do 52 weeks of free training in there. Plus, I coach and I mentor people, as well as give you access to tons of resources and guides. It's called my Upside Down Fitness community because we work on a lot of mindset stuff, the inside stuff. And we're a fun group of people striving to make healthier habits in this awesome chapter of life. So make sure you get in there. I promise you'll absolutely love it. Just head over to upsidedownfit.com and you can get into the group. And hey, you would be an awesome friend if you get over to iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast and leave an honest rating and review for the Power Blast podcast. It helps awesome people like you find this show even faster, and that's who I'm looking for, awesome people like you. That's all I have for this week, my friend, and just to let you know, you absolutely rock. That's all I have for this week. I'll see you on the next Power Blast podcast, and always remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.